Dude, chill out. What's up everybody, StevDeS here, and my shirt is accurate. I put ketchup on my ketchup because I like ketchup. And that love of ketchup actually hasn't stopped because the coronavirus is about. If you're not in one of the major areas that is affected by this thing, quit freaking out. Just wash your hands. Wear a mask. That's all you gotta do. Quit freaking out. But, of course, in my case, I can't do what the hashtag with me, or stay with me, whatever it is, movement is doing on YouTube. I can't. I work in retail. So this is a report from my end of things, and my personal view as to how all of this is happening and what society's doing. Let's start with the essentials being absolutely raided at every grocery store across the planet. First off, what's wrong with you? No, seriously, what's wrong with you? I understand if you have a big family and you go through this on a regular basis. I understand that. But the stores aren't closed, people! All it is you're staying home. That's it! Just buy to adjust for that. This is so overblown that we have to open an hour purely dedicated to senior citizens, you know, early bird specials, so that they can get TP, so that they can get hand sanitizer, and I'll go on about that, and so they can get other essentials. If this is a survival situation for you, I'm sorry that you are affected so badly by this. I'm not being facetious. If this is a serious situation for you and your family, I am so sorry to hear it. Because there's a lot of people going without jobs, a lot of people going without pay, waiting for that paycheck from the government. People need help. That being said, if I see you shopping alone at a store, alone, for yourself, and you're buying 3 whole packs of 12-pack toilet paper, you need to reevaluate your life. You need to reevaluate your wallet. If this is a survival situation for you and your loved ones, treat it as a learning opportunity. How to not use as much toilet paper, how to ration your meals, how to make sure you are budgeting correctly. These are essential life goals that every adult needs to meet. Budgeting, making sure you're fed, making sure you're sheltered, and making sure you have supplies. These are things that we have to do. That being said, stop going insane. It's toilet paper! Last I checked, there are some soft rolls of paper towels, and if you really need to be desperate, well, actually you really don't. There's no need to be desperate. I want to see the only bathroom that is not within 15 feet of a sink, with water, with hand soap, that you can wash your hands if they get dirty when you're going to the bathroom. This just blows my mind as to how many people are absolutely blowing this out of proportion. I mean, it's not like you're going to lose power. This isn't a problem. Now, if you can't make the electric bill, during this time, a lot of electric companies are actually listening to people. You know, they can't make the payment because they haven't worked for a while. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. So, really, people are going to fall behind on payments. That I can see happen. But to say that you falling behind on payments for electric, wouldn't that stop your water from working? You wouldn't be using the toilet. Therefore, you wouldn't be using any toilet paper. Therefore, that load of toilet paper, that stack of 7 or 8 packages of toilet paper that you bought when this whole thing started is going to go down the drain, isn't it? Here's a thought. An outhouse. A porta potty. Something that you don't have to use water on. If the electricity is your main issue, then think of other ways around it. A survival instinct will save you money in the end, and it will save you from stacking up on supplies that other people need. And that's all I get when I work. When I work, I get this conversation all the time. Thank you for calling. My name is Steven. How can I help you today? Y'all have any toilet paper? No, sir or ma'am, we do not have any toilet paper. Well, when y'all getting it in? I don't know, because I work in perishable. You see, I don't need calls like that. And you guys shouldn't be making calls like that. It's these people that are hoarding these supplies that are just destroying the idea of a grocery store. Think about longevity. Sure, what if this happens over the course of some months? But don't buy for that longevity. Grocery stores are not closing anytime soon. We are here to supply the things you need. But it's kind of hard to supply the things you need if so many people are buying way more than they need. So, that was my rant, okay? I know I just kind of blew it out there, but I hope I made a few good points. Now, something you can do. Hand sanitizer. Is it me, or do the people that actively buy hand sanitizer think it's a suitable replacement for washing your hands? Is there anybody? Because I'm not trying to be facetious with this video. I'm honestly looking for a good argument. Now, I'm not looking for a fight, I'm looking for an argument. Let me be clear on that. Go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to have a talk about it, argue, engage with you, as far as what you think is the best way to defend against this virus when it comes down to this. Even now, you know, I'm in my house. I don't need to wear this, but I wear this to remind you all that there are elderly outside the house. Now, I don't live with the elderly, I live with children. But children that have gotten me sick several times. Okay, so that's why I'm... Common sense will win the day. If you do not have common sense, you are at higher risk of getting sick. Maybe not with this thing, maybe with a common cold. But you'll overlook something, and you will get ill. Therefore, your immune system will go down. Just for a little while. So this brings me back to the hand sanitizer thing. Hand sanitizer just coats your hands. Okay? It coats your hands. It's antibacterial, sure. It's good for what was just got on your hands. But you're going to run out of that bottle really quick if that's all you're doing to clean your hands. People are going absolutely insane across the country for friggin' hand sanitizer. Again, when you go to the bathroom, there is a sink right there. You don't want hand soap? Are you sure? Like, don't get me wrong. Hand soap has also taken a good hit as far as our retail locations. I'm not going to deny that. But I've not gotten a single call. Do y'all have any hand soap, any antibacterial hand soap? I've not gotten a single call like that. It's always hand sanitizer, toilet paper. There's also the offset of gardening soil, which, I mean, I can understand that. I'm kind of in a gardening community. Speaking of which, I gotta get gardening soil for my plant. It's not doing so good. It needs food. It desperately needs food. It's still alive, but it needs food. But when it comes down to the situation we are in, hand sanitizer ain't gonna do it. In fact, hand sanitizer contributes to dehydrating your hands more than just washing your hands do. And also, it doesn't have to be hand soap. There's a magical A word on some dishwashing soaps. You know what that is? Antibacterial. So, before you blow all your money on toilet paper, hand sanitizer, hand soap, And, well, water is useful. That's why I haven't gone into water. Really think, real quick. Are you doing everything properly? Are you washing your hands every time you go to the bathroom? Are you washing your hands after every meal? After everything that you do on a daily basis that makes your hands change color? If you're not doing anybody any favors. Wash your hands. The reason why hand washing is way better than hand sanitizer is this motion right here. You are getting between the fingers. You are getting all over the nails. You are getting in there. 20 seconds under hot water with nice suds going with whatever scent that you end up picking up at the store. This is how you clean your hands. You don't just pour some hand sanitizer on there. Rub your hands for a good 5 seconds and you're done. It could be antibacterial. It could have alcohol in it. It could even kill whatever germs are on your hands. But once it dries, it's done. Soap suds. It brings that out of your skin. And it's way, 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 way more important than friggin' hand sanitizer. This video has gone on long enough, but there is one other thing I want to touch on. How picky people are. So, water is a big thing. Everybody needs water. And I'm sure you've seen on several videos that the water I choose is Aquafina, not a sponsor. But seriously, call me. You know, I do voice acting. I need water to keep this going. You know, Aquafina. But still, this is the water that I choose to get, even though it's more expensive. When this thing was starting, and we were running out of water, one thing I would disturbingly notice is that the water that people chose to get was the cheapest they could find. And it's not a matter of, well, of course you're going to get the cheapest water. I mean, you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on water. It's just water. Really. It's just water. It's going to be your argument. All right. Come here for a second. It's just water. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I've never actually tried the water in my sink. It's actually really good. That's actually really nice. Well, okay, I learned something new today. My water actually tastes really good, so I don't really have to buy any bottled water. I can understand if you live in a neighborhood where your water sources aren't very good. I get it, because I used to live in a place called Yellow Springs, Ohio. There's a reason why it was called Yellow Springs, Ohio. No, not P. What are you thinking? Yellow Springs was called that because there was iron in the water supply. So, a filter isn't expensive, and it will give you plenty of water. This again goes hand in hand with the sink argument. If you have a sink, you have access to water. If you have access to water, you can purify it. You can drink it. All these people going absolutely insane makes no sense to me. And the hashtag #WithMe movement, okay, if you are choosing that self-quarantine is your best option, it is your best option, there's no other way around it, then I wholeheartedly support your decision. Channels like Good Mythical Morning, The Nostalgia Critic, these are channels that have to do with multiple people, meaning infection could spread to people that they care about. While this is a serious situation, it's the crazy people keeping good supplies from good people that are the problem. Wash your hands. You don't have to stay indoors. You could go for a walk. As a matter of fact, after my premiere, I plan to go for a walk. And I plan to enjoy it. Because it's a beautiful day outside. The world isn't your home. I can understand if you live in a residential neighborhood, in which case get something like this. Or get a scarf or something. We're going to get through this. And I've said that for multiple things. We're going to get through this. Because it's true. Because the world's not ending. Yes, people are getting sick. People are dying from this illness, sure. That's the truth. But if you lose your mind and you end up taking supplies that you don't need, well, that means you put someone who may be more susceptible at risk. And even though it wouldn't be your fault in the end, you have no idea who this person is, you could end up inadvertently making them sick. And it all being just an accident. So please, the whole point of this rant was to tell you all one thing. Keep your heads on straight. Learn some survival tactics. Don't use as much toilet paper when you go to the bathroom. There's a sink right there. Practice proper hand washing. Get a scarf or a bandana or some mask to cover your nose and mouth when you have to go out and interact with people. I'm in my house. I don't have to wear this thing. But I wear this thing during the videos because this is in fact a serious situation. But all of the insane morons that end up wasting their time and wasting other people's patience and wasting their money on so much that they don't need, that's a problem. And you're not doing anybody else a favor. So, what I have to say for all of this is get what's necessary, not freaking out about it. Stop going crazy. We will get through this. As far as the hashtag with me movement, I don't like it because I'm out there. So I have a bias against that. I'll accept that. I'm out there and I see what's crazy about what's going on out there. The problem isn't entirely with the coronavirus. It's also some of these people that can't wait and function properly in the society we have right now. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any counter arguments to anything, I'm more than happy to comment below. That's what the comment section is for. I'm not going to be like one of those YouTubers that turns off comments because I hear something I don't like. If you comment something hateful, that's all it is hateful, not factual. I want a factual, kind conversation between me and between the people that watch this video and consider commenting and consider offering their view as to what's going on where they're at. In other words, leave your comment below and let's have a discussion, because what I see at my retail location where I work, people are going nuts for all the wrong reasons. This panic does nobody good. Nobody. You for your wallet, the elderly and those at high risk for this thing having to come out to find out there's nothing left means that they just put themselves in the line of fire for nothing. Get what you need. Practice survival. Practice rationing. Practice good hygiene. Now is the time. Because if you didn't before, then do yourself a favor now. This is a real thing. And no matter how dire this thing is, we will get through this together. Because we are all together in this. So thank you all so much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao. And there will be a next one. I promise.